And when I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
Well, we're on to Cincinnati.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Hello? You play to win the game.
They want you to cook the dinner. At least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
And on the way up, we're going to buy the kneecap off.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
How can you not be romantic about football, man?
Oh, welcome to Bench with Bonnetta. We back. Hey, we back. We back in studio with Mohan.
Did you guys miss me? Whoa.
Oh. Why does it have to be about you?
Jinx. Because I wasn't there. You guys were there.
This is my podcast. We missed you terribly. In fact, every single morning, Graver and I would wake up and we would have our little teas, eating our biscuits, and we'd leave one empty chair at our table, and that's where Mohan was in spirit. I'm kidding. We didn't do that
every
once.
single morning.
We didn't do that once. We missed you a lot. We missed you a lot. We could have used your help. It was pretty busy 2 weeks, but I am back. I am so happy to be back. I'm literally going to turn around in a couple of weeks and then go to Munich, which seems crazy. Graver, are you going to Munich?
No.
Come on.
I know. You're on your own.
What goes on? Guys, London was legitimately so fun, and I got to tell you, I know that this has happened before, and I've mentioned it on the podcast. Somebody legitimately came up to me and was like, Rachel, oh my God, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. And then he pulled me aside and he's like, how are your hives? A person in real life asked me that question out loud. And I was like, they're fine, thank you. Please don't bring this up ever again.
Are you all healed up?
I guess kind of. I've got some look at it. You can see where they
scars?
were. Yeah, dude. Guys, I'm not lying. They were bad. It was just full misery sitting here doing this podcast.
You just pulled a Aaron Rodgers showing the feet, legs to the cam.
I didn't show my feet.
No,
I didn't show my feet.
didn't.
But if that's going to entice our listeners to come and watch the video version of this show, then I did. I showed all 10 tootsies, all my toes. No, but seriously, London was so cool. I had never been. And I'm not just saying this because we work for the league. It was insane to see how many fans there were. All these different jerseys, old jerseys, new jerseys of every single team. It didn't matter if it was the Saints-Vikings game or Giants-Packers. All of these fans came out, and it was actually really cool to see.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I was walking around the stadium, and I saw some people in Titans jerseys, and I was like, hey, tighten up! And all these people ignored me, and I was like, okay,
good, I'm glad they
these
did.
real Titans
Womp,
fans.
womp, womp.
What was your favorite moment? If you had to pick one.
Oh, gosh. My favorite moment was probably at night when I got to go to sleep. But other than that, Idris Elba said yes to coming on our pre-show. And I was like, I want to hang out with Idris Elba. He's like, yeah, I'll come do it. And then the manager was like, absolutely not. He's got places to go. So I found out that Idris Elba is really nice and his manager's terrible.
Was the ATN live show in your top 5?
The ATN live show was so cool. I got this England kit to wear because I was like, I'm in London. People are gonna, obviously there's so many soccer fans, and I was thinking that I was gonna get a really good reaction to it, and there was a mixed bag. People were kind of okay, and then somebody was telling me a couple of days later, they're like, that was really bold of you to do, and I was like, what are you talking about bold? We're in London. We're in an England kit. And they're like, there were so many people from all over all over Europe there. And I was just like, whatever. Throw me a bone. I had a blast though, and it was really cool just hanging out with people and being there. And like I said, I'm off to Munich in a couple of weeks. Guys, Mohan, you've had quite a day already. Do you want to save this for Mohan's minute?
Yeah,
or
we'll wait for that.
You want to wait for that?
It's a tease.
Okay. Let's talk about some football, shall we? I feel like even though we were there covering football, I feel like I'm so behind on everything. So it's kind of been fun this week to get caught up. But I know why you're looking at me. I forgot that I have an announcement. I have an announcement! This is so stupid. I'm cutting my hair and I'm going to get bangs on Tuesday.
Whoa.
That's my announcement.
Congrats. That's cool.
Thank you, guys. And just so you guys all know, I asked Graver for that noise because I wanted the announcement to feel big and bold, like my hair choice.
What color are you going?
I'm going really dark brown. I'm getting rid of the blonde. I'm over it.
So
I'm dumb. It looks dumb.
Zoe Deschanel?
No, she's dorky.
She has bangs.
It's gonna look cooler, like Dakota Johnson. Anyways, guys, so next week on Tuesday, I'm getting bangs. That's my announcement. Let's talk about some football, okay? Enough of these shenanigans. I want to talk about something. I think I realized this week, this is what's on my mind, by the way. I think I realized this week both the easiest job in the NFL and the most difficult. And I want to run this past you guys, and you either agree or disagree and come up with your own options, okay? The easiest job in the NFL, as I realized this week, is being a bad coach. That is the easiest job. Matt Rhule got fired. Do you know how much money he is making? Okay, the Panthers owe him $40 million. He is going to make, Mohan, $834,000 per month for losing a bunch of football games and just being kind of bad at being a head coach. This is the easiest job of all time. Why are more people not doing it? Sure, it's cool to be a winning coach, but there's only one that's going to win a Super Bowl. Why not be a bad one? You get to chill on your couch and not do anything.
And he lays low for a little, comes back as like a D coordinator or O coordinator.
Any of that. You could go coach in college.
He's going back to college where he was a dominant program builder at Temple and Baylor.
I could not have written this story better. I really couldn't have.
It's crazy because it's all about the contract you sign, because Matt Rhule signed a 7-year contract.
So they just like really believed in him. What kind of contracts was he a first? Is this his first time as a head coach in the NFL?
First time NFL.
What is this a usual thing that they sign for 7 years? Like that seems extensive.
It is extensive, but they also like don't usually announce NFL head coaching contracts the way that you see like every single player's contract. They're like websites dedicated to player salary cap contracts and stuff. Coaches, like, they usually get announced as like, oh, so-and-so signed a 3-year extension. And it's like, how much money? I have no idea. Nobody knows. But 7 years is very long.
7 years is a really long time. It just seems kind of crazy. And I'm just remembering something. Okay, so I heard something spicy, and I won't reveal who it was that told me, and I won't reveal who the coach is. But there is an NFL team that's having some difficulties with their coach because the coach has a silly voice. And all the players are having this trouble with...
Like they can't take him seriously?
They can't take him seriously.
Oh, no.
I can't say who it is or else I'll get in trouble.
Can we guess?
Yeah. I don't
Sure, you can guess, but I'm not reacting. Who do you think it is?
Based on that, Nathaniel Hackett.
I don't know what he sounds like.
I don't know what he sounds like either, but that is a good guess.
Mike Vrabel.
Definitely
Mike
not.
Vrabel doesn't sound weird.
I just said that to get a reaction. To get a reaction from Graver. I just said that to get a reaction.
He seems like...
I do have a Nathaniel Hackett bite if you want to hear it.
Let's hear what his voice sounds like. Yeah, could it be him? Could it be him?
Come on, y'all. Russell Wilson. Holy very exciting.
Oh, I don't know. I will say I went and listened to this coach's voice when I heard this secret, and it doesn't sound that weird, so it must be when he gets mad.
He
like animated. Maybe his
octave.
voice like hits another octave. But anyways, there is a team in the NFL that doesn't take their coach seriously because of the sound of their voice. Which it's just like, you could be playing at the highest level, but your problems are still like trivial. Like you guys are still playing like high school football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. I found that so. It just tickled me. Okay, so this is the easiest job. By the way, Sean Payton called the Panthers head coaching job attractive. Very interesting.
Weird, though, because is it?
No.
The defense is good. McCaffrey's
If
younger.
you don't have a quarterback on the roster
Baker
that you can
Mayfield.
believe in for a long time,
Baker Mayfield.
I don't see how it's attractive.
I don't know.
Because that's why Matt Rhule's, the Panthers have struggled in a lot of areas, but not nailing the quarterback position is the main reason that he is out of a job. It took him 3 years. He still doesn't have a good quarterback. See ya. If you don't get a good quarterback, you're screwed.
I also feel like there's probably way more problems with that team other than the head coach, but like management has to be, or ownership has to be like, we got to do something, so they're the first ones to go. And like, let's see if we can, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be on that team right now. Okay, the worst job in the NFL.
Wait, I think I know what the best job is.
Oh, okay, Let's hear it.
Backup quarterback. Look at Jimmy G. He's getting paid off the wazoo.
Now,
no
that's a
pressure.
different story. His story's crazy.
Fine. If you're Cooper Rush, you come in, you win a couple games, everyone's gung-ho. You're expected to lose. If you break even, that's a win.
Yeah, but like
And you
the
get paid
head
well.
coach, just we were talking about, Matt Rhule gets fired, lie low for a little bit, make that money, honey, and then you can go and get a coaching job elsewhere. You can go and be a star in college. If you're a backup quarterback and you get fired, you're probably not getting much. And then also, what's the runway? Like, where are you going to next? You're going to be a backup if maybe on another team.
And how big is that contract
with that.
really?
You lose.
I'm just saying that's another option.
Punter.
What?
There's so little pressure. Like being a kicker would be hard because you have to like
For sure.
nail the game-winning kicks.
Yeah.
Punter is like if you
Just-
shank a punt every once
you
in a
whiff
while,
it.
it's like oh no, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You get a nice paycheck, steady job. I don't know. I'd like to be a punter. You never take
I
a
just
hit.
feel like with the I'm thinking about more so like the amount of money that you were getting as well.
Money's not
He doesn't have to do.
everything.
Yes, it is. He doesn't have to do anything.
So you're trying to like come up with a ratio of difficulty of job
There's
to
a bunch
pay
of different
scale.
things: pay scale, difficulty of job, how hard you're working.
Bruce
Fired
Arians is
head
killing
coaches.
it right
oh
now.
my God, guys, without a doubt. Okay, if you guys are listening to this pod and you disagree with me or you think that there's another job that I'm missing, please let us know. Okay, the hardest job I think easily is being a quarterback right now. Russell Wilson said, built for the good times and the tough times. He's just being absolutely destroyed by the media right now. They're 2-3. Just absolutely cooked, my guy. Another one that I loved to see, or I hated to see, somebody asked Ron Rivera, why are other NFC East teams further ahead of Washington right now? And he blatantly just said, quarterback.
Yikes.
Yeesh. Jerry Jones is like, of course, I want there to be a quarterback controversy between Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott. Of course I want that. Why wouldn't I want that? I'd be crazy not to want that. Meanwhile, Dak is sitting at home being like, what? Like, they're just so easy, so quick to throw you out the door. The entire game is basically, put on your shoulders unless it comes down to a kick or something of that sort. Quarterback, I think, has to be the hardest job in the NFL.
Not just the NFL. I think the hardest job in all of sports.
In sports.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
And adding to your point, like look at Kyler Murray. This guy he's like an insane athlete, but doesn't necessarily win every game or make the big plays.
Yeah.
We don't know what the coaching scheme is. Kyler Murray's averaging the lowest yards per attempt of any starting quarterback this year. Is that scheme? Is that his fault for not throwing it deep more? He gets bullied so much because of the contract thing. Lamar Jackson, a former MVP, can't get a contract negotiation done. Like,
But even it's even day to day. Like you could be Patrick Mahomes and have a couple of bad games, and people are going to turn on you so quickly because football is everything.
Midway through last year, that was happening.
For sure. People started being like, "Oh, he had a kid. That's why." They turned on him because he had a child.
Yeah.
People are ruthless. I get it that quarterbacks come with fame and money and supermodels and all of the beautiful things, but it comes with an insane amount of pressure. Football is the biggest sport in the world, unless we're in London, then you're talking about the other kind of football. But NFL football is arguably the biggest sport in the entire world. Everyone has their eyes on the quarterback. It is the biggest position. You have so much pressure. I think that is easily the most difficult job. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's even with Brady when he was good and he won all those rings. If he had like a 2-game losing streak, everyone's like, "Oh, is Brady done?"
And everyone's like, "Oh, is it Brady or Belichick?
Right,
Who gets
yeah.
all the credit?" It's like, who
Oh,
cares?
for sure.
And
exactly.
he's clearly the greatest.
Also, we think we have it hard. We look at our notifications. Somebody says like something slightly bad, and we're like, "Oh, I can't go to work today." Like these guys literally get yelled at on the field.
And in their Twitter, social media, all of
Everything.
it. Joe Burrow had to delete social media earlier this year.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so let us know if you agree with those things, the hardest and the easiest job in the NFL. I'm going to try and become a head coach and get fired. I don't know about you guys. Don't go anywhere. We are picking some games after the break.
Look at your neighbor and say, secure the bag.
Do we have to talk about our picks record?
Yeah, can you read them out loud? I don't know. I
you're
haven't seen you guys
rude.
in a couple of weeks.
You
I just
know
wanted to
what?
know.
We should talk about 2 weeks ago because Rachel and I both went 6 for 6.
Why would we talk about 2 weeks ago?
Because Rachel and I both went 6 for 6.
Oh,
That's
interesting
impressive.
how the tables
Live in
have
the moment.
turned.
Mohan picked the Colts over the Titans. What an idiot.
I wanted to do
We
something
didn't,
different.
though. We both
No,
picked
we
the
picked
Titans.
the Titans. Yeah.
Loser.
We don't have to talk about last week. Last week we didn't do so well.
No, let's not talk about last week. Ugh, okay, fine, whatever. Mohan 20-10 against
can we
the
get
spread.
That's pretty good.
a cha-ching
What do you want, a cha-ching sound effect? Just
Yeah.
because you think you have free reign over
Let's
cha-ching
put this guy
sound
in
effect?
jail.
Put him in
3, 2,
jail.
1.
For having good
Who
picks.
do you think you are?
For having good
You have a
picks.
couple of good picks. Landed you right in jail. Look at
Did
that.
not miss those.
I did. Thought about it every single day when I was gone.
That's weird.
Justin, you're really great too. 19 and 11. And I don't think we need to talk about mine.
It's a long season.
You know, professional bettors barely hit 55%.
I'm 15 and 15.
Those
It's
guys
fine.
do it for a living.
It's fine. I've
You're
been
like
busy.
one game back from being a professional.
I'm diving back in.
I'm 20 and 10 for those at home.
Yeah, but I did say
Rachel
that.
did say that.
I
yeah.
did say that.
I think we should put him back in jail for saying that.
You're in jail, but we're going to keep you in jail for the rest of the show, actually.
Can we at least get the bars off?
Okay, first, these are a couple of my favorite games that I'm looking forward to this week. Jets at Packers. Packers are favored by 6.5. I have the Packers only winning by 3. I have 27-24. I think that the Jets cover. The Jets are kind of fun right now, you guys. They are kind of fun. They're both 3-2. We've seen now that the Packers can absolutely fall apart. You know what's so cool? I can't remember who it was, but somebody came by. I was on the sideline right before the game started. And apparently Aaron Rodgers loves London. And so he was telling somebody literally that was like right there that he was so excited. He's like, I'm throwing 5 touchdowns today. Ooh. And then it started happening. Like they came out really strong and they were balling out. And I was like, how cool is it that Aaron Rodgers is just like, I love being in London. I'm throwing 5 today. Like sick. And then the Giants just like clawed their way back. So I'm going a Packers win here, but I think that the Jets keep it close and cover. What do you guys think?
I agree. I can't see the Packers blowing anybody out right now. And Rodgers has a thumb thing. He said it's fine, but that team hasn't really shown that they can do anything crazy. And the Jets are fun.
So you think
now.
Jets cover?
Yeah.
The 6.5.
I think the Jets cover, and they could win this game outright. The Jets, everyone's like all over the Jets, like, oh, you beat up on a third-string quarterback rookie. Oh, you beat up on a 6th-round rookie in Miami. But, like, they still put 40 points on the Dolphins. That has nothing to do with Skylar Thompson playing quarterback.
Yeah, 40 points is a lot.
I don't know if the Packers can stop the run. Breece Hall looks really good. Garrett Wilson looks good. Corey Davis looks good.
If the Jets win this week, I would like to invite Dan Hansis on the pod on Monday if he's available. We need to figure that out because I feel like he is just going to be a giggly little girl, and I want to see that.
I have a pretty decent relationship with Dan.
Okay, we'll put in a good word for us, will you?
Can you imagine Rodgers losing to 2 New York teams back-to-back?
I would love that. I love that
Me
storyline.
too.
We would talk about it all week next week. It's going to be great. Okay, next up, Ravens at Giants, the other New York team. The Ravens are favored by 5.5. Giants are at home, guys. I don't want to brag, okay, but I met Brian Daboll. I shook his hand. All right, we're besties now. Great handshake. Firm as hell.
He seems like
Gosh.
it.
As soon as I was just like, I had heard the thing about Rodgers wanting to throw 5. I was like, oh, Packers are blowing out the Giants. Brian Daboll moseys on over, shakes my hand. I was like, oh, the Giants are going to win. The Giants are winning this game. Sure enough, they did. Same as the Jets, I sneakily kind of like the Giants right now. I have the Giants winning by 1. 21-20. They got heart. Daniel Jones seems to be, I know he's got health stuff, seems to be okay, right? They beat the Packers in London, so hopefully as he gets more time under his belt, he'll heal up even more. Wink Martindale used to be the Ravens defensive coordinator. I feel like he's going to know a little something about our guy Lamar Jackson. Hopefully they'll be able to stop him a little bit. I'm going Giants 21-20. What do you like?
I'm going the Ravens to cover. Win big.
Ravens win big. Ravens haven't won big at all this year.
Win big by like a touchdown.
Okay.
That's not winning big.
Ravens have some issues on defense. They've blown 2 huge leads this year.
Yes, they have, Mohan.
And
they
the
make
Giants,
improvements.
I mean, everyone thinks the Giants are like a bad 4-1, but they looked. I mean, these comebacks, they have been doing this.
Feisty.
They consistently make the right adjustments at halftime. They did it against the Titans. They did it against the Packers last week. They've done it other times this year.
I love that.
I think, their only loss was to the Cowboys, whose like defensive line just wrecked their offensive line. I don't think the Ravens' defensive line is going to do that.
Also, did you see Daboll after the game? You're like, let's go.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Just so fired up. Man, I love that guy. Okay, arguably I think that this is going to be the best game of the week. Bills at Chiefs. How this wasn't the Sunday night game is kind of beyond me. The coin flip game. I am loving this. I have Bills big. Ooh. I have Bills 32-27. I've got the Chiefs are at home and they're 2.5-point underdogs. This is a big revenge game, okay? Bills have just been thinking about this game. They should have been the ones to be able to come back on the field and get that win in the playoffs last year. I know that Travis Kelce went off last week and absolutely snapped against the Raiders, but listen to this, okay? Bills defense, we get a research packet every single week. Second in total defense, first in scoring, second in rushing, fourth in passing, first in turnovers, okay? The Bills defense is absolutely going to shut down the Chiefs offense. And then on the other side, Josh Allen versus a Chiefs bottom 10 pass defense. Let's go. Let's see some points on the board.
Wow,
I'm going Bills big here.
Those are good stats.
What do you like?
I want it to be a shootout too, but I gotta go with the Chiefs. This is the first time Mahomes has ever been a home underdog in his career.
They can't keep on doing that, like clawing back. They lost to the Colts, which was a really weird game.
That was like a special teams issue. Harrison Butker is expected to be back for this game, so those special teams issues you'd hope are fixed.
Are you going Chiefs as well?
My hot take is that the revenge game is an overrated, overplayed thing that maybe impacts the players when they're in their pregame huddle and they're like, remember last year? But then once they get on the field and they're like a few plays into the game, they're just playing football again, and the revenge thing is
they're playing
whatever.
really good defense is what they're
playing. The
playing.
Bills are playing really good defense, and they're getting healthier. Jordan Poyer practiced again this week.
Sounds like you're going Chiefs.
But I am picking the Chiefs because I think you don't disrespect Patrick Mahomes and make him a home underdog against anybody.
I agree.
Give me the Chiefs.
I don't know, guys. Travis Kelce's getting a little bit older.
Maybe the Bills will win.
4 touchdowns
I don't
last
think he's going to
week.
be able to turn around and do it again, is what I'm trying to say.
I could see the Bills winning on like a last-second field goal by 1 or 2 points, which means the Chiefs cover 2.5.
You know what? I did have this score way closer. I had like 32-31. But then I started looking into more of like the stats today in our research packet and just like looking at how incredible this defense has been playing. And I decided to have a bigger win. Okay, and then finally, Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles are favored by 4.5 at home. Listen, I am loving the Cooper Rush storyline, although I love Dak Prescott. I'm loving that he's undefeated. It is very fun. You know what else is more fun? The Eagles being completely undefeated. I am all over Philly. I think that they dominate this game. I'm going Eagles.
To add on to your Cooper Rush point, he has no turnovers in all of his starts this season, and the Eagles have had one takeaway in every game, so it's kind of immovable object, unstoppable force situation, which is pretty cool.
Like I said, we get these research packets, right? And there's like a lot of color coding. If a team is really good in an area, offense, defense, all of their numbers will be in green. Oh, that means like they're in the top 10 echelon of, the league. Literally in offense and defense, just green. Like this team is so good. What do you
I didn't even give a pick yet.
What are you doing then?
You didn't even listen.
Sorry, I cut you off.
I'm going the Eagles because if the Eagles can't beat the Cowboys without Dak, they're never going to beat the Cowboys. So I'm saying the Eagles are going to cover.
Okay.
I am struggling with this game because the Cowboys' biggest strength is their defensive line, but they've been beating up on really bad offensive lines, and there's only like a few good offensive lines in the whole league, and the Eagles have one of them. So this is going to be an interesting test. Can the Cowboys get pressure on Jalen Hurts? That will be the difference in this game. I do think the Cowboys keep it close enough, even if they can't win, that this will not be a 5-point win by the Eagles, maybe a 3-point win by the Eagles, or maybe the Cowboys do it again and they surprise people and they go beat Philly in Philly with their backup quarterback. I'm taking the Cowboys to cover the spread, but I do think the Eagles probably win the game.
I have Eagles 27-24. Do you guys think that this is a good Sunday night football game, or would you have rathered Bills Chiefs in this place? Because this game is, I think, is going to be really good.
Yeah,
it's a great game for Sunday night football, but it is weird that they picked the same week. Like they could have put Bills Chiefs
easily
on Sunday night football a different week. Like one of those weeks we had, I don't know, the Broncos or something.
Which is every week.
Literally.
4 of 6 weeks this year we've had Broncos in primetime.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Monday.
Boy, they just thought that Russ was going to cook.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up, we've got Mohan's Minute, baby, so don't go anywhere. Okay, it is time for the best part of the show. It is Mohan's Minute. Guys, you need to know that Mohan's had a day. So I know he's already fired up. What is this? What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
All right, so I'm driving, running some errands, have my windows open, and I look to my right and I look to my left, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? And there's bird poop on the inside of my car by where like the door handle is.
Absolute sniper.
So can you explain to me the angle of how the bird did this? Like, what's the trajectory? Like, what needed to happen?
NFL.com/NFL channel. Watch this video show.
So you can see what we are
it's
talking about.
It's on the inside by where the door handle and the
Does
window
this still count as good luck, you think? Because if you get pooped on, you're supposed to take it as good luck.
Yeah.
It was trying to get you. It was trying to bless your day.
Have either of you ever heard of this?
How is that good luck?
I think you just tell people that to make you feel
it's
better about it.
That's very bad luck for that to ever happen to you.
It is bad
If
luck,
it poops
but
on
it's
your
supposed
head.
to. I think it's supposed
like
to.
future good luck. Like you had such bad luck that now it'll turn around.
I think it's just something people say to make you feel better about being pooped on by a bird.
But can you explain the inside of the car?
I don't know, man. A bird wanted to bless you, and they were trying to get you, and you wouldn't
the
get out of your car.
flyover effect, and then maybe
What's
some like.
crazy to me is that you didn't realize when it happened. Like,
Right.
how long has that been sitting there for?
Well, when I was driving.
Yeah.
Because I would have noticed when I got in the car.
But I don't know, that's a little bit of a concern to me. Like, if I'm driving, I am very locked in on my surroundings and what's going on. A bird fully pooped on the inside of your door.
It's not like it flew in the car.
Away from your face.
Are you driving
and you
distracted,
didn't notice.
Mohan? Are you texting?
No,
Are you
I probably
fiddling
was
with the
Are
looking
you
radio?
the
listening to
other
the Bench
way.
with Bonnetta podcast in the
Yeah,
car?
we
If
gotta
so, we
put him in
forgive
jail
you.
for
Have
this.
either of
I
you
mean,
been
that's
pooped on
crazy.
by a bird?
I have been pooped on by a bird. And my mom said, that is good luck. And I was like, you know what?
My mom says that too.
I will take it. I've been pooped on twice, I think. Once in my hair and then once on my leg. It
Yikes.
happens. It
Yeah, I
happens
guess
to the
it
best of
happens.
us.
I've never. That's my closest interaction with bird poop.
Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Did you clean it off or is it still sitting on your car?
I cleaned it off. I'm not a monster.
But it is crazy. Like, that was fully dried poop and you didn't realize until when you got out of the car and you were like, hey, what's that?
No, I was in the car and I didn't realize it.
But
I don't know.
he should stay in jail for all of this.
I just don't. We need like a blood splatter.
I took
and
him out for cleaning up the bird poop. It's like, okay, you can come in.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Mohan, you're used to this because anybody that's friends with me knows that they receive one of these questions about once a day. I really like to do a would you rather. So I come up with the two worst things and I make you choose and like explain to me why you want to choose them. So here's your would you rather that I've already prepared for you. Would you rather get pooped on once a day by a bird, or I saw these a lot in London and they're freaking terrible. You have to wear the toe shoes every single day, no matter the occasion. Weddings, funerals, prom. If you're going to the Oscars because you made a movie, you have to wear the toe shoes every single day. Get pooped on by a bird every single day. Wear the toe shoes every single day.
Is the bird pooping happening at the same time every day?
No. No, you don't know when it's coming.
Yeah,
you don't know when it's coming.
wouldn't. I would do the shoes.
You're doing toe shoes at your wedding?
Yeah, I just wouldn't. I don't want the factor of not knowing when it's coming and it could be at any time.
You could
All of a
always
sudden you're a recluse and you stay inside, but it still manages to come in your window.
If you can poop in the inside of my car, it can get me in my apartment for sure.
You just
Nowhere
explain to your
safe.
wife, like, hey, I did this so I wouldn't get pooped on every day.
Yeah,
Sorry,
she would
I'm wearing
And
toe
she'd be
shoes.
like, we have to take photos of this. You're gonna get your ass pooped on. What would you choose?
The same. Here's a question. Can I wear the toe shoes inside larger normal shoes?
No. Literally anytime you're wearing shoes, sandals, everything has to be toe shoes.
Ugh, gosh.
Guess we're not getting a sponsorship from
Can
toe
you?
shoes.
Can you? I would have to wear.
I just don't want to get pooped on ever.
I would have to wear a poncho.
I would get pooped on for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not wearing toe
Rachel,
shoes.
your hair?
Rachel, that's
No
a-
problem.
Your poor bangs.
I would be ready. I would have a little toiletry kit in my bag at all times for when the poop happens. I'm not wearing toe shoes to my wedding or anywhere. I don't care. They're hideous and they scare me.
That's a hot take.
No, not happening. Viewers, let us know if you want to get pooped on every single day or wear toe shoes. Thank you. Great Mohan's Minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thank you for sharing my experience.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, final thing, the best thing that I heard or saw all week.
Best.
Guys, I'm kind of obsessed with this story. Apparently, there was a ping pong table that the Dolphins team loved to play. Okay, and then the team captains removed it. This is what Cameron Wolfe tweeted. Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins team captains decided to take the ping pong table out of the locker room because they've had a dicey couple of weeks. Mike McDaniel said players decided they wanted more time investment for preparation on Sunday, so they did something about it. Ping pong table was a new addition this year. Okay, and then David tweeted, Tyreek Hill says today the real reason the ping pong table is out of the Dolphins locker room is he's working on getting a new custom designed Dolphins table to replace it. This is a lie.
Yeah,
This is a lie.
Wait, read the whole tweet.
He said the old one had gotten bent. The player tournament is still on, according to Hill. A player tournament? Listen, I think that they were found out that they were playing too much ping pong, okay? And then they said, we need to remove the ping pong table because we're losing. And then they got embarrassed at how immature that sounded. So then they had to create a new story about it being bent. Like, no.
So is a new table not going to come and then they're not going to be embarrassed for having Tyreek Hill?
Maybe this is a case for benched Buzz. Maybe we need to
We need to get some reporters on this.
We need to get Cameron Wolfe to remain on the ground, and he can give us some updates as we go on.
Honestly, this story is so bizarre and intriguing to me because of the conflicting nature of these. Like, why would Mike McDaniel say that the players removed it if that wasn't true? But then why would Tyreek Hill dispute that?
I think it is true.
It doesn't make any sense.
That they were playing too much ping pong, and Mike McDaniel was like, captains, you better take this out of here and start paying attention to football. And then, that leaked out, and then PR is like, oh, my God, this is a PR nightmare.
But why is that a PR nightmare? That's like a good on you, captains.
It seems so immature that they had to remove a ping pong table. It's giving Kyler Murray playing Call of Duty.
Maybe McDaniel's getting his ass handed to him.
I don't know.
Maybe
Mike McDaniel's the one with the dorky voice. I'm just kidding. It's not him.
I think players respect him a lot.
He totally is.
But the Dolphins have just been the story after story after story.
I know, and it sucks because they were just, it's just all a bummer.
Yeah.
All a full bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the other thing that I love to hear, we were talking about Jimmy G earlier. Jimmy G on his crazy situation with the 49ers. One day, this will be a hell of a movie, that's for damn sure. Jimmy G, your life was a hell of a movie before this year happened, okay? I'll tell you that. The headlines, I think you know what I'm talking about. The Patriots. I would watch that.
Who would you want playing him in the movie? Who would you cast?
Oh my God, hold on. You can't just spring this on me. This is a difficult question. Miles Teller? No. Okay, let me go back to the drawing board. Austin Butler?
No.
Okay, let me go back to the drawing board.
Pretty.
I'm giving you pretty men.
Miles Teller's not pretty.
Yes, he is.
What are you talking about?
He got into a car accident. His face all scratched. I was very handsome.
What's Noah Karks?
Okay.
He got into a car accident.
Oh.
Jeez.
Sorry.
His face got all scratched up. He's very handsome.
But I don't know.
All right.
Who would you guys choose?
We need, like,
Josh Duhamel?
Yes.
He's
Henry Cavill's a good one, but
Henry Cavill's a good one.
He's
too
good.
He's too good looking.
He's
a pretty
and he has
good.
a butt chin. Does Jimmy have a butt chin?
Someone very Italian looking, dark eyes, dark hair. I feel like Henry Cavill's a great choice.
Who else? They've got to be kind of boring.
Josh Duhamel.
He's too old now.
He's
Maybe
way
10
old,
years
man.
ago he could have done
Can
it.
de-age. Robert De Niro, they did it all. They did it for everybody.
Sylvester Stallone in the 80s would have been a great choice.
Okay, we're going to think on this and give you
handsome.
better names next week. I need a full weekend to... I'm pulling up IMDb.
Strong jaw.
I need a strong jaw casting to the rescue. Okay, I'm going to actually think about this.
Shanahan I like as Kendall Roy, the actor that plays Kendall Roy.
Oh,
I love
Secession.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, next Monday, come back. We are casting the Jimmy G movie. Okay, the full cast.
Yes, and his
Tom,
movie.
Bill Belichick.
Ooh, Tom can play Tom.
Jimmy G's girlfriend.
He's into acting now, so Tom can play himself.
Okay, I love this assignment for next week.
All right,
okay.
let's do it.
Woo! All right, guys, that is our show. That is it. That is all. What a doozy. Happy to be back in studio. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Really help us grow the show. And guess what? NFL Plus is the league's new exclusive video streaming subscription service. NFL Plus has your game day covered with live, local, and primetime regular season and postseason games right on your phone or tablet. NFL Plus is available in the NFL app and at NFL.com. Subscription plans start at just $4.99 a month. Fans can visit plus.nfl.com and sign up for a free trial of NFL Plus today. Don't forget to subscribe to the show and watch our video. There was a lot to see today. My toes. Mohan got Mohan's picture of bird poop on his inside his car, which again I can't stress enough. It is very concerning that you didn't notice it.
And I have a Prius. It's not a convertible, so that's also I should.
Oh, why would you tell people that? You could just like keep the facade. You could have
Did I
told
have a
everyone
convertible?
that you have a convertible.
Well, no,
I
because
would've
then
bought
it makes more sense.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, I see what you're saying because there's no roof. Okay,
Yeah.
we're getting too deep. We're getting too deep. We gotta go. We'll see you next week. We love you. Bye.